From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And Tyler Blankenship.
Oh, we're
And hey,
here.
welcome to the new year.
2026.
Yeah, this is our first podcast in the new year, 2026.
So pumped.
Yeah. How
I'm
are you?
pumped for another year of our exploits and taking y'all along with us.
Yes.
I'm excited about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Excited about just gardening in general soon. I know it's only January, but hey, we're all gardeners here. That's where
Spring
our
will
minds
be
are.
here before we know it.
You won't, yeah. It really, I mean.
I'm in a
this-
t-shirt and shorts right now.
That's a good point. The
Tyler
weather is
does
beautiful
look summer
today.
today.
It's like 65 and sunny right now. Like, what is happening in January?
I'll
I
take
can
it.
tell you,
I love it. Oh,
but
Tyler, you
it might be a
gonna take
little
us
bit
down?
boring.
Well, Tyler, this show is far from boring.
yeah, Tyler.
So we are experiencing a weak La Nina.
Ah,
Yeah.
there it is.
And so because of that, we're having a real mild winter down here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Is it going to stay mild for the whole winter? Do you know this?
There might be big old polar vortexy dips in this mildness.
It usually always is.
So what does that mean? That means things are going to be warmer and then they're going to be whoop bam cold.
Yeah.
But we haven't, first of all, we're fully dormant, okay? Everything's sleepy night time, as Caroline would say.
Mhm. Sleepy night night.
Yeah. And so, but you could hear on the warmer days that the squirrels start stirring, the birds start stirring. So, they're kind of, I don't know, in this wakey, but I'm still sleepy kind of period.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, the plants aren't. They are not showing any kind of bud swelling or anything. And I guess we're about to find out with this mildness because, the temperatures recently have tied records going back to the 60s and also the 1800s, 1874, actually, on the week of Christmas. So we'll see. This is kind of a in living memory thing down here. Up north, we've got more snow and cold. It's just kind of like capped off really further up north.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for that, Tyler.
There it is.
Very informative. I
Weather
love
update.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed earlier today, something very interesting is that outside, you're certainly right. Everything totally dormant, okay? What we have here at our nursery is that we have two very big kind of greenhouse areas, okay? They're all covered by a double layer of plastic. They all have vents above them or whatever. So if it does get warm on these certain days, the vents will kick on and kind of keep it, like air flowing a little bit. But one thing that does happen is that it does get much hotter in greenhouses, as y'all know. So we put all of our plants, for the most part, even deciduous plants, in the greenhouse over the winter. We protect them from the cold. That's all good, whatever. Well, when we have these warm days and we have even just 3 to 4 to 5 days of some temperatures where they're starting to get up there a little bit, things are starting to break dormancy. I noticed it today. There's a lot of butterfly bush in the back, randomly enough butterfly bush, that is cracking new leaves for next
Really?
spring. Yes. But this makes me a little bit nervous. I feel bad. I wouldn't want to sell one of those butterfly bush to a guest with its fresh leaves on it. And then you take it home. And then we do have that period of polar vortex like we were talking about. Then you're losing all those leaves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of
put
a
it outside and it
dilemma
gets
for
shocked.
us. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
what
we
up-
have to have the discretion, right? There are plants that you might not want to plant in winter because they're marginal, like tea olive, camellia, and maybe even that butterfly bush, right?
Yeah, well, could be. Yeah, I mean, I think normally if you were to buy it totally dormant, you could certainly plant a butterfly bush and it would generally wake up in the spring just fine.
Right, but if they're cracking new growth and you put them out and we get a freeze.
Then that new growth will get whacked.
Yes.
So I'd say if you are out here and you would like to look around at stuff or whatever, and you're thinking about taking stuff home, like at least ask us before you leave, like, hey, is this old growth, a new growth, or like what's going on here? And we'll let you know, because like I said, I would not feel all that comfortable sending you home with fresh leaves on a plant in January.
Yeah. Well, and just so our listeners know, if that happens, if they bring a plant home with new growth, if that gets zapped, it's not going to kill a plant. It's just the tender new leaves.
Yes, exactly. So I think, almost all plants, pretty much all plants have dormant buds that lay along the stems, and they have multiple ones. So the ones that do crack is the ones that were lucky enough to open up in the spring and they crack their new foliage. But like you just said, Caroline, if they lose that foliage, then there's usually buds lower on the stems that will end up cracking as well. So you'll probably get a second flush.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's one of those things. It's great to have a greenhouse over the winter to keep your stuff protected. But then when we get this warm up, the funny things happen.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
It is.
And we get to stay a little bit warmer than it is outside.
Yeah, most definitely. There's some things that, what's that, Tyler?
No, certainly good for the attitude this
Yeah.
time
Oh,
of
yeah.
year. The sads, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
This sunshine really helps the sads. I will
Oh
say
my gosh.
that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's
We're
some
in a dark
things.
room right now.
That's true.
Wish we
The
were
lights are on us
outside.
though. We're shining.
These lights are not the same as sunshine,
That's true.
but we are shining. We're always
No,
shining
it's
here
showtime.
on
The
Gardening
show lights
Inside
are on.
Out.
It's showtime.
Lights,
right.
camera, lip gloss. Here we go.
There you go.
But with all this nice weather we've had, you know what I finally did?
What's that?
Got out in my yard and planted a bunch of stuff.
Hey.
The driveway plants.
Transplanted some things. Yep, the driveway plants. I dug up a knockout rose.
Good.
Didn't transplant that, but I did put it in my kiddie pool because I was like, maybe.
This morning you told me that. You said you dug up a knockout rose. What's the first thing I asked you?
Throw it in the woods. And I said, no, I threw it in the kiddie pool.
Hmm.
But it felt good to get some stuff done. Cleaned up my beds a lot.
That knockout rose, that's like a handy little bush so you can just put anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
You think about it.
Pretty much.
It was
Slap a
not
rose
that
in
hard to dig out. Now, what was hard was a walnut tree had grown through it, and that was hard to dig out, or harder
Yeah.
than the knockout.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I think out of frustration, I would have thrown that in the woods. The combo.
I didn't. I threw the walnut into the woods. I threw the rose into the kiddie pool, and maybe I'll put it somewhere else. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the very first thing I ever threw into the woods
Was
at
a
my new
rose?
house was a knockout rose. You know why?
Why? Because you hate them?
I don't necessarily hate knockout
They're
roses.
the only roses that do okay here.
I mean, that's not necessarily true.
It's
Caroline.
kind of true.
I mean, if you set
At
it and
least
forget
in
it and
my
don't do
yard.
anything,
Yeah.
then yeah, that one is knocked. They definitely knocked it out of the park. Hence the name. Like with that rose, it is just so hardy when it comes to roses. And y'all know me, I love roses.
But you're always mad at them.
Well, yeah, I mean, in Middle Tennessee, I'm mad at them, but knockout roses are just so. They're just so overused. I feel like, that like if I'm going to do a rose, I'm going to do a real, awesome hybrid tea or a floribunda.
But
or
how
something
many
like
of
that.
those have you planted and they died?
Well, it's happened. For
And
sure.
Me too.
It's happened.
I can't
yes.
tell you how many roses I've bought since I started working here
I know.
that, were great for a few months. And then
They're just so temperamental here with all of the fungus, all of the warm ups and the cold snaps and all the things. So yeah, I get it. It's not like just super easy to grow roses here, but it's worth it if you. I feel like for me, it's going to be like a retirement thing. I'm going to get into growing
yeah.
roses like once I retire.
You're
You
going to have
definitely
your
are.
boat shoes and your knee-high socks on.
Yep.
And you're going to be out there. You might even be socks and flops. I don't know.
Hey, you never know. I've never worn flip flops in my life,
You
but
get them Nike toe thongs,
Nike
and,
toe thongs.
Ew.
and some ankle socks.
Oh, Tyler,
Yeah.
I don't even want to envision that.
that would be weird.
That would.
How do you keep your flip flops on your feet?
Well, they're flip flops. They're supposed to flip flop. That's like the action.
But if you
that
have
happens
socks
when
on
you
with
walk.
them?
You've never had socks and flops?
No.
I've seen it. It's not a great look.
It
I've
doesn't.
seen
It seems like it would drive me crazy because your socks are going to keep pushing the little thing between your toes out.
Now, I will say I don't usually use that format of flip flop with my socks. Usually
I wear
it's a-
slides with socks
Usually
all the time.
It's a slide or a sandal, but I will say I'll try anything once.
I'm not going to try flip flops and socks.
I won't either. I hate flip flops.
Even when
You
you're
say that, but
86 in your rose
I was
garden,
about to say,
when you can't bend down and tie those shoes anymore.
I'll be able to bend down.
no, you'll have a shoe.
I got to be
horn.
tending the roses. I got to be able to bend
Oh
down.
my
Good Lord.
goodness. Now you'll probably have like a little guy who does that.
I hope
Just
so.
like
I hope I have a
just
guy
like a
for
buddy.
that.
a little
buddy.
guy for that.
You're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, the one on the left looks a little tender. You want to snip that for me?
Uh-huh.
That's definitely going to be you. Well, I think I will plant my knockout somewhere else because I've never had to do anything to it other than cut it back every couple of years. I'll just whack it and it's fine. Never treat it for anything.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit jealous. I said goodbye to a knockout rose, but it succumbed to rose rosette about 8 years ago.
Oh.
I had like 3 or 4 rose bushes, and they all just disappeared.
Yeah.
like after like 3 years.
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty nasty virus. In case y'all don't know, rose rosette is a virus that attacks roses, and there's no real getting rid of it once a plant has a virus, okay? I want y'all to know, though, that it is spread by a mite, an insect. It is not soil borne. So if you have a rose that gets rose rosette and you dig it up and get rid of it, you can, in theory, plant a rose right back in the exact same spot. It is not something that persists in the soil. So just know that. You have to kind of get rid of the insect problem, that's spread. It's a tiny mite that spreads that pathogen. So get a little fun fact there.
Get a little fun fact. Who knew we would go on this rose rant?
I didn't. I had no clue we were going to go down a rose rant.
I do love roses. Now, my Carefree Wonder Rose, that one's great.
That's a great rose.
That one is great in the spring. Again, I don't treat it for anything. I don't do anything with my roses except cut them back. Beautiful in the spring.
And
the rest of the year, not so much.
Yeah. Well, remind me if I'm wrong, but Carefree Wonder is on its own root, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's grafted. So that's another big thing with roses, y'all. And I got this tip. I'll give you, if we're on roses, let's just stick here for a minute.
Stay
Why
here.
not?
Let's settle in,
All
everybody.
right. So I know the president of the Rose Society here in Nashville, and he gave a pretty good tip on his, which he only grows. He ain't got knockouts and all that. He's growing hybrid teas.
Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, I'm just saying. He's got like over 100-something roses in his tiny little yard in Nashville. And it's a showstopper. Just absolutely beautiful. He does a lot of work for it, not going to lie. But one little pro tip he gave me is that over the wintertime, he mulches up over the graft union. So he piles the mulch up pretty high on those canes. And then in early spring, whenever things are starting to kind of want to wake up, he peels that mulch off of the graft, and he has much better luck with them, living through the winter.
Isn't that funny that we usually advise not doing that around the trunk of a plant?
Yeah.
This somehow helps in that case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super true. Whenever people leave here and they're talking about mulching or whatever, one of our biggest tips, like you just said, is to do not pile the mulch up right around the stem. It's just a spot for insects to get in, pathogens, whatever. But with roses, to get them through the wintertime, because a lot of times those type of roses do die on the above the graft.
That's what happened to you.
Yes, that's what happened to me. And they come back from the stupid roots, and it's a totally different rose.
Still
it's not
pretty,
cool. No, it's not cool, man.
This mulching protects the graft union.
It protects the
which
graft,
is
yes.
The potential vulnerable spot for cold.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So you pile that up over top of it, keeps it a little more warm.
But then you take it down when it starts warming up, when the bugs start coming out, when all the fungal issues start happening.
You peel that back off of that crown of that plant. So there's another little rose pro tip. I think that'd be very helpful for those. Gosh, I got something in my throat, y'all.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh, he's not okay. Do we need to stop the podcast?
Never.
Nope. Let's roll on.
The show must happen.
Yeah, you
The
guys
show must happen or go on.
just drink water like you're doing right now.
You'll be fine.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I transplanted a bunch of heuchera. Oh my gosh. And I took a picture. I think I sent it to Bridget. But I dug up this heuchera that I'd had planted probably for 5 years, and it was like woody stalks.
Really?
Like, I didn't know they got so big. How big is that? Tell our listeners.
All about dime size.
About dime size.
That's a dime right
So
there.
the stems were like dime sized.
Really?
It was crazy.
On a heuchera?
On a heuchera.
I love that.
I've got a picture. I'm going to pull it up and show it to Austin so you guys can hear his reaction.
I want to see this because I'm
I was shocked.
intrigued.
I dug it up and put some Father Gila where it was. Y'all keep talking while I'm looking.
Man, how many pictures have you taken since then?
Well, I had to scroll back because I was pulling up your Valentine's Day display from 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Relive that. It was beautiful. Caroline hated it. Good Lord. Yeah, those are
Don't
some
worry, y'all.
stems.
I'll put it up in our stories.
Phew. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, you want to see it? I can try to pass it to you. I don't want to break this phone.
If you break my phone.
I'm not doing
Just
it.
kidding.
Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm too
Tyler,
scared
I'll
of
show it
that.
to you later.
Okay.
But yeah, I was pretty shocked.
That's cool.
I didn't know they'd get that big. And they were everywhere.
Yeah.
They'd multiplied. Babies all over.
Really? Mm-hmm. There's so many.
But I needed to
out
put
there.
some Father Gila there. So it was time for it to go.
Do love me some Father Gila.
I do too. Now I have a Father Gila on either side of my Calicanthus. I think it's Heartledge Wine is that one. And it's going to be a stunning spring show.
Cute. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of spring shows, we got to kind of ravage through. We have this little area in the back of our nursery that we kind of call the hospital area. And there's some stuff that is just kind of left over through the season back there. Well, the employees kind of get their first little pick on that before we start the new season up. And it was, there's always some stuff back there. It's not like it's great, beautiful, whatever. But I mean, we know that you stick it in the dirt, it'll probably live.
Yeah, it's rehab stuff that we can't necessarily sell.
Yeah. I got me a little deciduous azalea.
Oh, and you're excited about that.
I am. It's got bloated up buds all the way to the tips, and it's a true red. What's it called? Like solar flare or something
Yeah,
like
it
that?
was something like that. Did you plant it?
I did not. I did get it out the
I did
bed
not,
of the truck.
Caroline. Negative.
It's on my driveway. Just like yours.
It's on my
Although
driveway.
your stuff is off your driveway. Now I got that, and I got a Coosa dogwood.
That's-
I've always wanted a Coosa dogwood.
A fraction of my stuff is off my driveway.
Oh, okay.
I
Well-
did not plant everything.
All right. Well, still.
Coosa dogwood is something that I also have on my like plant wish list
Mm-hmm.
one day.
Yeah. I love Coosa dogwoods. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they really are. Tyler, what are you doing over there?
Yeah.
I've got pictures,
Oh.
which doesn't help on a podcast.
yeah.
I'm just like, ooh, I want to ask this. Ooh, I want to talk about this.
Uh-huh.
I was at Costco today because I'm also the designated Costcoer for Bates Nursery,
Yes.
in addition to other things.
And we love you for it.
And I'm happy to do it.
He's
Snack
the
man.
snack lord.
I'm the snack man. And I discovered that they did a little landscaping.
Oh, you sent me a
thing
picture.
at the West. Yeah, I sent it to
Oh.
I
Carolyn.
saw this when I was there the other day.
They have put deserty plants in their little parking lots, oases.
Shout out to Costco in West Nashville.
Yeah. So right in the middle, they've done like a rock bed, and then they put some yucca, like 3 different kinds of yucca in a circle.
Austin made a
I
face.
think there was another one where Austin's like, yuck.
Well, that
Ugh.
one yucca does look yuck
The one on the left.
in this picture. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
laid down and not
Kinda
happy.
looks- yeah.
It's like, no.
And then I
ain't
think
doing
in
that.
another one, there might have been a rosemary. And I'm like, whoa, they're
Hey.
going arid over there, which is cool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that can be a very hot, inhospitable place in the summer.
Yeah, middle level parking lot. I'll say more people need to start doing that. It's trying to, stop trying to fill it with hydrangea and, whatever that's thirsty. Like, go with a kind of zero. This is aeroscaping, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of that kind of mold. I feel like that's the way to go for a hot parking lot, right?
Oh, definitely. I
Yeah.
planted a rosemary in the fall and it's doing great.
Good.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't see very often around Nashville. People like the bushes.
Yeah.
Like the shrubs.
They like the
Yeah.
cypresses
shrubbery.
and things like that. And then you see that go in there and you're like, wow, I'm
Mhm.
walking through a little tiny desert.
Well, and you can't kill yucca.
Yes.
I mean, you could technically, yes, but
Yeah.
they will thrive almost anywhere, even the shade.
Oh, they're
They
very
will grow
shade
in the
tolerant.
shade.
I see them in the woods all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this time of year, especially the cool time of year when you get to see those things that are in the woods.
Oh, I love that. Where
Yeah.
you're like, look at that.
That's just
It
popping
was
up in
there
there.
the whole time.
Yep, saw some Nandina again the other day in somebody's woods. That was fun. But then, you see the yucca out
Spot
there.
Nandina in woods all the time.
Ah, yeah, they're all out there.
You have an eye for Nandina.
No,
'Cause
don't.
it's your favorite.
Don't you dare tell the people
She's
that.
looking at me.
Yeah.
I told him that.
No, I ain't got a thing for Nandina.
I don't see Nandina anywver.
You ain't looking hard enough.
I don't need
Why
to
are you
look for
always looking
Nandina.
in the woods for Nandina?
I'm always looking, man. I can't stop. That's all I do.
Why are
I'm
you
not
always
looking
looking for
for
Nandina?
Nandina.
You're
It
Why are
just
you always
pops-
looking for Dina?
She's always popping up.
She's
You're
always like, hey.
She's that,
Nandina
she's that one that
spotted.
just
500 yards
won't stay away.
It's
She's always
through a
popping back
thicket.
up.
through a thicket of honeysuckle, just bare knuckle.
Oh, Dana.
Oh, Dina.
That's
I mean,
funny.
it is your favorite, but moving on.
Moving on. What are some of the other things in the woods y'all see sometimes?
Oh, I see Christmas fern all the time. Right now, I
Christmas
do.
fern. Yes.
I will never forget
Yucca?
encountering a mahonia in the woods,
Oh yeah.
Did you scream?
which it ain't natural, I'll tell you. But I was like, what is this? It looked alien, and then it was February, so it had berries on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, something with berries in the winter? That got to be, something's wrong with my eyes. Well, no, I identified it as mahonia.
Yes.
And so that was strange.
Mahonia definitely has a way of escaping.
It does.
And that, man, Mahonia will wreck you. Like, if you're working with Mahonia, like, wear gloves.
Oh,
I'm
it
not a
is
big glove
prickly.
wearer at all. I kind of hate wearing gloves. But Mahonia is no joke. Like thorns. Like,
Black thorns.
yeah,
Big old thorns.
they're mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But they are pretty. I actually like Mahonia. a
I
little
like
bit.
them. I think
Pretty.
they're cute.
Good little shade loving evergreen.
I'm not going to plant any, but I have
No.
an appreciation for it.
Now there's, y'all,
Sorry, y'all.
It's cold season, okay?
I'm over
I'm all
here
sniffly.
perfect.
Yeah, aren't you?
Well, look at
Tyler?
you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect Pants.
My vocals are lubricated. I don't know by what,
But something.
but something. So I was driving the other day in Hendersonville. I was driving through the back roads, which takes you all through these old neighborhoods, and it feels like you're in a little bit of a maze. People in Hendersonville are listening. You know this. So it's really weird that you cut through a neighborhood and you go between these huge commercial areas. Well, yeah, on one of these roads, there are a couple of homes and they have planted this grass that's like 8 or 9 feet tall, maybe 10 feet, 10 to 12 feet tall. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like brown, but it looks like a huge brown thicket.
That we at one point on the show talked about that grass. David knew about it because they used to sell it way back in the day. I don't think you can barely
there
get
are
it
some
anymore.
houses out where I
Is it not
live
invasive?
that has it.
Is
Yeah.
that not like
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
it can
thought.
be extra invasive, and it's the tallest grass I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like it's insane.
It's
There's
crazy.
one on 40 or 49, right next to my alma mater, my old high school. I still drive by there.
Right there. There's
Shout
some on
out
Mosley Ferry.
Sycamore.
Shout out Sycamore High School. Love you. You made me the man I am today.
Look at you now.
I know.
You
Yes,
grew this
man.
sapling into a tree.
Yeah. Love it, Tyler.
That's right.
But anyway, yeah, there's a house out there that grows 2 of those massive grasses just right in the front yard. And you know what old boy does every single year?
Burns it.
Burns them right to
Yeah.
the dirt. They come back bigger and better every year.
Yeah.
Those things are insane. I mean, they're like 12 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I can't
Crazy.
remember what they're called.
I was going to ask you for the name, but for now it's just the grass.
Yeah, it's just the grass.
The big tall
the
grass.
tall grass.
I mean, you'll certainly see it. It does not look natural to the environment.
Yeah. No, not at all. It's crazy.
No, I had to comment that because I saw that and I was like, that's not something you see every day.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
And I'm looking just like you.
Well, we all
I
are.
can't help but look. I'm looking
Always
at all this
looking.
landscaping out here. I'm looking at somebody who lined their driveways in junipers all the way up, and I'm like, yes.
Okay.
It like had a little curve to it, and they planted them probably like 6 to 8 feet apart, and they're filling in good. I'm like, way to go, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Way to do it.
Oh, yeah. If you're a plant person at all, you know, like,
You're always looking.
you're always looking at something out there.
I ran my car off the road looking at trees once.
Yeah.
2 flat tires.
No.
Then I waited for AAA for 5 hours before I just called somebody to come pick me up.
Come on, AAA, do better.
It was like 4:00 in the morning.
Oh,
It
Lord.
was great. Yeah. By the time I got a ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. How you looking at plants for in the morning?
Yeah. That's funny.
That is funny. You know what else is kind of funny this morning? I didn't tell y'all this, but Marley, my middle daughter, who's my kind of wild one, but she's like awesome and just hilarious. She walked out. This is the first day back to school this morning. So all 3 of them, I take them all in the morning or whatever. And as she was walking out, she's looking at my front landscape and she says, Dad, you got all these big bushes out here. And then you got this little small one right in the middle. She's talking about my green velvet boxwoods, and then in the middle of
Justin.
that, the Justin
Yeah.
Browers. And I'm like,
Justin
that's
Huddle.
hilarious. That's the way you looked at that. She was like, that, like, it was funny to her. Like, it's because it looks like it should be a straight line of boxwoods. But then I totally
was.
switched and put it in the middle.
One little baby in
One
there.
little baby in there. We're actually 7 little babies all together, but it makes one little cute little shrub. And Marley just thought that was funny. And then I thought it was funny. I'm like, that is kind of funny, I guess. Like, that's out of place.
Ever since you did that, I'm like, this is obviously survival. You know what I mean? Like, but you turned bad into good. You made the best of it.
I tried. They look great,
And
y'all.
you did great. And you'll have the ring of tulips that will wake up.
Oh, can't wait for that. A lot of bulbs are, not a lot, but daffodils, we talked about this on the show a little bit. Daffodils are certainly poking already, like they do. Y'all just wait it out. It's cool. They're
When I
gonna be
was
fine.
planting stuff, I forgot I planted some daffodils and I accidentally dug them up
Oh,
when I was trying to plant some dianthus.
did you
They'll be
move 'em?
fine. I just shoved them back in there and put
Yeah.
the dianthus in. I was like, they'll pop up.
Slamming them.
Slamming them.
Yeah.
Slamuel.
Slam
I
you.
was going to say that, but they're not really slamules. They're perennials. So
But I still wanted to say it.
Well, how would you say that? Slamenials?
Yep,
Slamenial.
maybe. There you go.
A slamenial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I planted that hot pink, I think it's called fruit punch dianthus.
Yeah,
2 of those on either side of my sidewalk.
Oh, those
my
were
little
cute.
sidewalk bed. I'm excited.
those were nice. I like that.
They're planted near, I've got my Bath's pink dianthus and then my blue fescue, which some of them did great, by the way, except for the ones that Derek weed whacked down.
Great.
R.I.P. He didn't know. And
So
then
none of them died to natural causes?
I think one did.
Okay.
One did, but the rest. So I have 5. I had 6.
I
The other
was
ones are kind of
curious.
popping back up. But then I've got the dianthus on the other side of that blue fescue. So it's very much like a blue pink kind of theme.
Yeah,
I love
dig
that.
It. I dig it.
That
You're
sounds fun.
one of the lucky ones because blue fescue is definitely hit or miss around here. Like definitely.
It's blue right now and up. And
Yeah. I mean,
looks
some are
cute.
great.
Yeah.
If they're good, they're great, but they are picky.
Yeah. That spot's really hot. It's raised. It's very dry. So maybe that's why.
That
I don't
is
know.
the key. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they rot out over the winter is a lot of
Yeah.
times what happens. Yeah. I've talked to landscapers that have tried to use them for years and they're like, I'm never using that again. Like it's so unreliable.
It's so pretty when it does well.
It is pretty when it does well.
But yeah, I'm missing one, so it's not very even. But
yeah,
just
if
like
you-
whatever.
If you really like that blue look and you like something low, you nailed it with the Dianthus.
Oh my gosh, y'all listeners, if you haven't grown this or really thought about it, it's a perfect ground cover. It stays up in blue through the winter. And then in the spring, like early to mid spring, it's just like flushed with all these little bitty, very fragrant flowers.
Yeah, technically they're carnations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different type, but similar what florists are using or whatever. Same thing.
Yeah. I
So-
have not yet had any issues with them. Now, I might one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've had one in the ground for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
it's
did-
gorgeous.
I did plant some, I think they were candy apple Dianthus. It's like a really red, like a very hot cherry red in this bed that I did. And they died.
Really?
Yeah. They died hard. And I guess it might have been a watering issue, I think, because I wasn't there to tend it.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a part-time property or whatever, you know? So, yeah, they were just gone after the first year. And I
Yeah.
was like, these are going to do so well. And they did not.
Well, they established they do need to be watered.
Mm-hmm.
I have learned that from growing them because I planted 2 on the side of my house and did not water them and they died. They shriveled up and just died immediately.
Well, it happens. Things die without water when they're new.
So do we.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
We die without the rest of the episode.
We do die
That's
without
true.
the rest of the episode.
We've been talking for a while, I feel like.
We have been.
Oh,
y'all.
yeah.
We
Man.
love being here.
I hope your ears are red listening to us because mine are listening to you guys right now in the headphones.
Well, let's get into it. We were all here.
We were?
That's right.
The 3 of us with Josh Carey and David Bates.
Welcoming the new year, 2026.
Yay.
Here.
Josh, I would say to you first, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New
And,
Year to you, sir.
How did your New Year's go? Did you manage to keep it within the lines? And
Yeah,
Did you
walking
go
down the
out?
hallway at the house is not really hard to do. I mean,
okay, well, good.
Uh-huh.
Glad to hear that.
I was very
that
disappointed,
hasn't-
though.
That
We-
hasn't
we-
always been the case.
this
for
is
either
true.
of us.
This is true. Now, I mean,
You
but
know,
that was
it's
back
amazing
when.
what time does. It kind of reprioritizes things. So
Well, I mean, my biggest decision on whether or not what I was going to wear to the living room. You know, I mean, I considered not even going, but I mean, you know, it is
to the
what it-
living room.
to the living room. Yeah. So, how about you?
Well, I did not much.
Okay.
I enjoyed being at home myself, and so everything was very chill. I went to bed early.
Oh,
I've always got things to do. My brain never, although it appears to take breaks, it's always thinking about something. And so I kind of walked around, did some project listing on New Year's Day that we are currently working on, and other little details associated with that. So,
mhm.
that's normally the case.
Yeah.
But Caroline, Austin, how about you guys?
I had a good one.
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. We were over at my my in-laws' house with all the family and kids and all the stuff. And my oldest daughter, she's 9 years old, and she was very excited to stay up till midnight. So I stayed up with her until midnight, gave her the kiss, and sent her off to bed.
And you were still dead yesterday.
Yeah, I was. I need 2 days. When I stay up that late, I need 2 days to recover from that. So, but anyway, she was very excited to bring in the new year at midnight. She
That's
doesn't get to
cute.
stay up that late very often, so that was fun.
The old kissed and dismissed.
Pretty much, yep. But it was a
Nice.
fun night. Yep, it was good.
Yeah. Well, I was up till like about 4 a.m. So
Yeah, you were out on the town.
I was downtown.
Well,
Yep.
that's
Dear
that's
Lord,
nothing
child.
unusual.
I know.
It's nothing unusual for you, though, Caroline. I mean, you're a bit of a night out. I don't know how you do that. And,
I don't either.
I make it work. Yeah. But it was crazy downtown.
I was about to say it was downtown just nutty.
Well, luckily I wasn't downtown on Broadway downtown. I was towards Demumbrian. So it wasn't wild,
Over
but
by the naked statues.
I was right near the naked statues.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I was working at a hotel down there. So it was good. Got to see lots of sparkly things and, feathers.
Well, good.
So it was good. Tyler?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Wait,
yeah, Colin.
we're
come
just
on
going to let
by.
that one
Oh,
go, David.
man.
Right? The sparkly thing is in feathers. Okay.
So I didn't do very much at all. I keep getting confused with Eve with day. I did a lot New Year's Day, I had a biscuit bar in the morning.
You had a
Made-
biscuit bar?
Yes, made biscuits, laid out jam, jelly, honey, molasses, whatever. No gravy. Everybody keeps asking me about gravy. I'm sorry, I don't know. The company did not really request gravy.
So are
Just
these
have to put that out
homemade
there.
biscuits? Or are these coming out of a can? Or
Homemade.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, is this mom's recipe that you utilize, or where
It's-
do you get this recipe?
I found a recipe a long time ago after searching through the desert of multiple recipes to see which would
The
work.
desert.
A desert, honestly.
You gotta think there are a plethora of them.
You gotta, I mean, it's really hard to find a good recipe that uses that actually allows the biscuits to lift. A lot of them will be, oh, that's cute, that's a little rise. No, this is a true like 2-story building type rise is what I'm looking for on my biscuits.
A cat head.
You don't have to take a
variety.
knife
Yes.
or a
What you're
fork
saying.
and
Okay.
open them. You just break them with your fingers and it pulls right.
That's
in the
right.
middle.
It's just barely a suggestion.
The way it should be.
Exactly. So I've tweaked on a recipe that I've found, and I made one in the shape of 2026, and we ate it.
Nice.
Hey.
2-story
with
biscuits.
You're so
2026
crafty.
now being properly digested, we're going to move on to the
Woo.
whatever questions we might have, or what other comments you have. I know it's this is that strange time of year when Christmas and New Year's hits kind of in midweek, and it disrupts our flow a bit.
Uh-huh.
So I know we got Austin some trucks in before the new year was out, so we have a huge amount of stock in place, and it looks like
There
we've
you
got-
go.
There we
Oh,
go.
wow.
All right, very nice.
That's
That is.
hilarious.
Yep.
So
glad you
which
got
of
that
those?
picture.
You're a
numbers-
square biscuit kind of guy,
Yeah.
not a round one.
Obvious,
Square cut
obviously.
with a long knife, and
There
the
you
corners
go.
crisped up.
Ooh.
So which of those numbers did you eat? I'm gonna say you
All
ate
of
the
them.
6.
Actually, no, no. I left that to one of our guests. I ate the 2.
Which one?
Which two?
The second. The second
The
2.
second.
Well, see, the
Okay.
0 could actually be a combo donut / biscuit. There's a thing
I've-
right there.
There might be a
man.
little bit of genius in that.
Okay,
Yep.
with some molasses on top of it.
Yes.
Oh,
And maybe a little something tucked in the little hole.
like a
Like
piece of
a-
bacon.
Maybe. Oh, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, baby. Huh? Ooh.
Whoa, is this a cooking show or what?
could be.
Oh man.
I
Hey,
make
you know
corned
what?
beef and
There's a lot
cabbage at
of
9
eating
o'clock in the
that
morning.
goes-
So I mean,
Yeah.
There's a lot of eating that goes on this time of year for the last, since Thanksgiving, I guess. We're dotted on back to Halloween when all the candy breaks out. But now is the time for redemption.
okay. Got to get out and work in the garden and work off some calories.
That's right. Get to cleaning up. Well, I do have a shout out for somebody today. Today's my dad's birthday, and he's watching right now.
Happy
So
birthday.
happy birthday,
Happy
Paul.
Hey,
Happy
Paul.
birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday. And a few weeks ago, you brought us an absolute feast for lunch on a Saturday. You all showed up with all the food and the meat and the sides and the stuff, and it was fantastic. So thank you for that.
I did
And
not.
happy birthday.
I never knew who was the source of that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, that was my parents. They brought a little Christmas lunch for
Very
everybody
thoughtful.
here.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
That hash brown casserole, man, that thing
Yeah.
was money.
You're still thinking about it?
Still thinking about it.
Well,
Paul,
here's
whip me
something
up
else for
another
you to think about. So somebody came in yesterday, a very special somebody, and left a little gift for you
Uh-oh.
to open on air.
Really?
Well, it's not
Yes,
not a
really.
plant, I would say.
It's even got my name on it.
We'll tell you who it is after you open. Maybe you could guess.
Maybe.
I'll guess. Let's see if I can guess. I can't believe I'm getting a gift. I'm so
I know,
excited.
right?
I can't believe you already as many times you've asked for it.
I know.
All the
This is
times
great.
he's
Finally
like,
got a
y'all get
present.
me something.
What do we have here?
Oh, what's it?
Oh my God. Who did this?
There you go.
Really?
Pansy
This is kind of
killer.
rude. I know who did this. I guarantee I know
Who?
who did this. Joyce, I bet.
You got it. Yes, it was Joyce. Great to see you yesterday, Joyce.
Joyce, you had this shirt made for me. Like, did she get it made? Surely
bet
you
she
can't just
made
find
it.
this, huh?
I bet she made it.
It's
Joyce, you're so crafty.
it is so good.
It has sleeves on it. Are you going to take care of that?
I'm gonna cut the sleeves off,
Okay.
Joyce,
I love that
and
it's
I
bloody.
will wear it. But I got to be honest with you, the pansies are not totally dead. Okay, I was going to tell you a little bit about that later.
So we get an update now.
Oh, they don't die. They don't. That's why pansy has a very negative connotation as far as something that's not weak. Something that's not strong is something that's inherently weak, and pansies are not weak.
Uh-huh.
The plants are quite resilient, and they come back really well.
Yeah.
So
you know what else? Yeah, I'm
viewers will.
a little bit mad at Joyce right now. She got me an extra large. Joyce, I wear a large.
Uh-oh.
You just straight up went to extra large?
Hot water.
Extra room for the ego.
Oh.
Thanks, Tyler. You're just over there loving it.
There's
Y'all are all just
strays
loving this.
coming from the side.
I tell you
over
what.
there.
He needed a 4X for that.
Yeah. David, there he is. Well, thanks, Joyce. This is very sweet. It's a great gift.
Well, we can't wait to see you in that shirt.
Well,
Without any sleeves on.
it's going to happen. After the show, I'll cut the sleeves off, pop it on.
All right. Well, give us
Well,
an update
that-
on those pansies.
And that is a good transitional from winter into spring shirt to wear.
Yeah.
Because, you say, hey, it's time to kill the pansies, be done with them. So and we're not there yet, obviously. But once we get into late March, early April, you need to be making that transition. It's just one of those things that's difficult to do because just like it's hard to get rid of the summer annuals in the fall, the pansies are equally so in the spring.
I think Austin likes to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Thanks, Tyler. I will give you an update on the pansies. Y'all do know that the 12-degree night, I froze them out with water. All the foliage looked awful. They pretty much turned to mush. Well, they've gotten better. All right. Now, what's interesting, I will say, I use blue and white pansies, okay? The white pansies, before I made my mistake, were the champions of the pot. They were showing the most color, looking the best, okay? After the event, where I pretty much pansy killed them, they came back or whatever, and it's fine. This morning, I was looking at them. Foliage still doesn't look very good, y'all. Not going to lie. Foliage is kind of rough. But the blue pansies are showing so much color. I mean, the pot is lit up with blue pansies right now. So, just so you know, flower power is there. Foliage power, not so much yet. Whenever weather starts to warm in the spring, it's going to be better. Joyce, then I'll rejoice.
Well,
There it is.
judging by the forecast for the rest of the week, good opportunity for things to rebound and for all that to work itself out.
Yep.
I got daffodils popping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we got questions about that today.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Yes.
All right. So our first question comes from George about daffodils. George,
George.
says, I love the podcast. I'm wondering if anyone else is worried about their daffodils. I planted a variety, some late winter, early spring, mid-spring for late spring alliums. The last week or so, some are starting to sprout. Talk me off the ledge. Are my daffodils doomed?
Step back from the ledge, George.
Yes,
Yeah.
Step back, buddy.
Step
Get off
far
the
back
ledge
from the
first.
ledge. This happens almost every single year where daffodils, we get those few warm days in December, coming into January, get some warm days, whatever. They're going to start popping a little bit. We've got a gentleman that works with us here, DC. Shout out to you. Yesterday, he was telling me his daffodils were starting to pop up, and he was asking me about that. So what's going to happen is you're going to see that green poking up a little bit. If we get really, really nasty, you might see a little bit of tip damage on the top of that daffodil. Is it going to keep pushing through that? Most certainly. They do. Every year, daffodils almost, honestly, I can't think of a year they didn't reliably bloom. They are coming up, and they're going to bloom for you every year. So be patient. They're going to just look at them chilling green, man. They're okay right now. Just let
George.
'em be.
Hey, I have a special request. Tyler, can you cue up the Miriam sounder?
Yeah.
You just go ahead and let's play that.
it's Miriam.
Yeah, and Renee and I were at Miriam's house on New Year's Day. They have a
Always a
big
pleasure.
event every year called, I think it's called Mary Bloody Mary.
Did you get an invite?
Bloody
I didn't
Mary.
know.
Did you get an invite, Austin?
Negative.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Tyler?
Anyway,
Nope.
No?
we were fortunate enough to make the invite list, and there were a lot of really wonderful folks there. And the point of all this is, in addition to acknowledging Miriam for being we did discuss the fact that she's the only person outside of the program. Well, actually, Josh, do you and I have a sounder? I don't think we do.
No.
Anyway.
Hey, it's David.
Anyway,
Scooby,
acknowledge
how
the
you
fact
doing?
that she has she has a special feature on the program.
True.
But we got Renee and I both got so many great comments about the program and people that watch and how much they enjoy the enthusiasm and the expertise we bring forth. I would admit, Josh, most of those were not directed at
me?
you or me.
Oh, okay.
They were mostly the folks across the way there.
I understand.
So anyway, they were very complimentary of the 4X Austin and Killer and Caroline, of course. So anyway, thank you guys for what you do every week. And I want to let you know that there's a lot of people out there that tune us in with regularity.
Yep. And I'll go back to what George was saying. George, the daffodils that I have at my house, which was built in 1946, I believe were planted sometime in the 60s, and they come up every year. So, and I've moved them twice.
Yeah.
You have to believe that because you weren't alive during the early 60s.
I was too.
What time? When were you born?
62.
62. Okay, well, that's in the early 60s.
Dead on.
Huh? Yeah, it was. I'm a boomer. Just barely, but I'm a boomer.
But you are.
Yes,
Look at you go.
I am. My daughter said that I won the prize for had the most pockets on Christmas because I had a cargo shirt and cargo pants on.
All right.
Wow. A lot of pockets there for
I
all
had,
your
I
things.
think we counted 14.
You had 14 pockets on?
Boy, that could take you 30 minutes to find your keys.
Wow. It's impressive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we did get a pansy question in from our good friend Herbal Essence. So let's get to that.
The herbal essence.
She says, y'all, I'm behind on my podcast, episode 123, Austin, Pansy Killer. Wow.
What?
This is not a live question. This came in over our little break.
Everybody's calling me
So
out.
kind of answered my question. Yes to fertilizing pansies with caution. So sorry, friend. And then how devastating to lose them with the watering mishap. But thanks for being honest. Definitely helps me feel better when the pros have those what did I just do moments. Not that I rejoice in your mishaps, but it is comforting. I guess my question is, can I go ahead and fertilize them in the winter, or will that be no good because the temperatures are lower? Just best to wait and fertilize with the correct amount in the spring. R.I.P. Austin's pansies, the herbal essence. Well, they're not dead.
They're not dead. Essence.
This is
They're
a great
planted in
email,
what,
Essence.
Dave? Austin?
Well, they are planted in our earth mix. And Essence, before we get there real quick, yes, you can drop some fertilizer right now, but like you said, and you know this, like without proper temperatures up in the 60s and even higher, you're not going to see that fertilizer really do much right now. Plus, your pansies are not actively growing right now. That's what I was saying about mine. They're blooming, but they're not really growing green leaves. Okay, so you can certainly drop your fertilizer. It's just not going to do much until the weather consistently starts to warm up. So if you don't want to do that now, you can certainly wait until the early spring. Get it dropped and put it right on top of that earth mix, David.
Yes, and to set the record perfectly straight, rumors of their demise have been greatly exaggerated. So,
I'll say.
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Earth Mix Garden Products, creating regionally sourced high-quality soil blends and amendments for the sustainable-minded gardener. Fall and winter are great times to plant in the Southeast, and Earth Mix can help you with Landscape Soil Conditioner. Mix Landscape with your native soil to feed all winter long. Added mycorrhizal fungi help your plants get established faster and increase hardiness through the year ahead. Visit earthmix.net for more information and retailers near you. Remember, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix garden products.
The Hort Report, you know it's all in his head. You want to?
Yeah. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. All right. New year, new things, new old faces, new people, whatever. New into horticulture. You know what? We saw a friend the other day, a couple friends actually, and his name is Rowan.
Yes, we did.
Rowan, he's rowing that boat. I talk about it. I've seen him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He came out. He was with me for probably about an hour the other day. He was helping me out. He helped me load a couple pots. He was in a great mood. He just following me, and we
Was
were just
Martin with
chatting, and I showed him the whole place. Huh?
Was Martin with him?
Nope. No. Just Rowan.
Just Rowan.
Just
No
Rowan.
Martin.
Yeah.
and it
was just
wasn't
here.
Rowan Atkinson.
Nope.
either. Y'all know who Mr. Bean is. That's who he is.
Absolutely.
Nope. This was just regular Rowan.
Okay.
And he came out and he was here. And it got me thinking, like, he's young, okay? He's 16 years old, but he's he wants to get into horticulture. He was like, I really want to work here, I think, one day. And then it got me thinking, you know what? I'm going to give Rowan some little plant facts, just some basic plant facts about plants that I find that are very interesting, that I thought y'all might find interesting too. And especially Rowan getting into plants. This is like a little bit of a baseline start of some things. I don't know. It's random, but you know what? It's the new year. It's winter time and not a ton of things happening in the plant world. So this is where I'm going with it. All right. Rowan, I know you're listening because you're commenting. We've already seen you. You texted me this morning to see how I was doing. That was sweet. So here we go. First things first, let's start with the very, very basic seeds. The only way you get genetic variability in the plant world is by seed. Okay? Two seeds come together, they make a different plant. Just like humans do. Humans come together, they make differences with their offspring. Same thing with plants. The difference with cuttings, this is a genetic clone of the mother plant. So if you take a cutting off of a plant and you stick it and it roots, it is a genetic clone of that mother that you took it off of. So there you go. Isn't that fun? Hey, just real quick, you know what the most toxic plant on the planet is? The castor bean. And you know what's funny is you can buy castor beans in seed form from pretty much any garden center around. But you know what? Only about 7 beans could possibly kill you.
Ricin.
So there you go. Ricinus communis. Yes, that is the botanical name. What a beautiful plant to grow, though. But do not eat it. Rowan, do not eat it, okay? Speaking of toxic, did you know that every single part of a tomato plant is poisonous except for the fruit?
I did not know.
Is it that interesting?
It is.
Now, it's not like it's going to kill you poisonous, but it'll make you pretty sick if you start eating the leaves and stems and roots and all that stuff. So
Don't you do it.
just eat the fruit of it. Hey, let's go to corn for a minute because we all knew I was getting there. Caroline, you did. I know. You're always talking about my corn.
You're always talking about your
You're
corn.
right, but you're right
always
there with me.
Thinking about
You're
your
egging
corn.
it on, though. You're always egging it on.
I
with
know
corn.
it's always something that you want to talk about. That's like right there.
It's right there on my mind. So let's talk about corn. Whenever corn goes to have its silks, did y'all know that every single one of those silks, which is technically the style of the plant, that's the technical horticulture word, that's pretty much the tube to where the pollen starts at the stigma, the very top of it, and then it goes down to the inside of the corn. Did you know that every single one of those silks on that corn leads to one individual kernel of corn?
I did not know that.
See, you're learning stuff, Josh.
I am.
Not even Rowan. You're learning stuff today too. Okay, so every single one of those goes to a single kernel. Is that not interesting? And if they don't get pollinated, that style that brings to that kernel will not have a kernel on it if the pollen does not make that transfer down that tube. So that's how you might have a missing kernel every once in a while on a corn. Didn't get pollinated. There you go.
That's interesting.
Hey, you know what, Rowan? You know what the largest seed on the planet is?
I do not.
Coconut.
Cocoa nut.
Comes from a coconut. Coco de Mayer, I believe, is technically what it is. It's a funny looking seed, but it's huge. It's like the size of a backpack. Coconuts, okay? Largest seed
Size of a
on the planet.
backpack.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't think it's the size of a backpack.
It's like the size of a backpack. You look it up.
backpack
May
for
even
a
be
like a
bigger.
mini
Squirrel?
backpack.
No, like a
or-
big back. No, like a backpack. It's big, Caroline. It's a big one. Look up a picture. You'll
Like
see.
a full-size human adult.
Full-size human-sized backpack.
Like
Yep.
what I wear
Oh,
walking
wow.
down the road sometimes.
Yep. I don't know why you have a backpack walking down the road.
For
but-
all of my things that I need.
Okay. But anyway, yes, the largest seed on the planet comes from a coconut. So there you go. Okay. Did y'all know that trees don't push up from their main stem? Okay, so whenever you see a tree, if you go out there to that tree and you put an X on it at 6 feet tall, you come back 30 years later, that X is still at 6 feet tall. Trees do not lift up that way. All trees grow from the growing tips of the plant, and they get bigger that way. The only way they get the way they swell out and get wider at the base every year. That's how you get your tree rings. But that's a very common misconception that they do not do that. It's all from the tips. Okay, so that's something to know. A lot of people don't know that. Did you know that most of all of a tree on the inside of it, what it's made of?
Wood.
Pretty much. Yes, the
Got it,
heartwood.
Josh.
But did you know what the heartwood of the tree is actually pretty much consistent of? Dead cells
Wow.
is all it is. Just dead cells that turned hard and turned into the heartwood of the tree. Isn't that interesting?
It is.
Like a lot of the mass of the tree is just dead cells. Very, very cool. And then finally, wrapping up, a lot of people think that a tree has its canopy and that the roots of the plant go to the edge of that canopy, and it's a similar scenario. So if your canopy is 20 feet wide, your roots are going to come out 20 feet wide. Well, this is certainly true that it will go out 20 feet wide to the edge of the canopy, but a lot of people think that's where it stops. Negative. We have fibrous roots and tiny little root systems that go way past that. And they make a network with all the fungi and everything that's going on, mycorrhiza, all that down there.
Avatar, I knew that.
See?
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
The roots keep going. So don't think that those roots just stop at that canopy. And there you go. Rowan, I hope you learned a little something. Josh, you learned something. Hope
I
all y'all
did.
learned
We all
something.
did.
Happy New Year. Thanks for that.
Bravo.
From the Pansy Killer. Joyce.
Wow.
Thanks.
That
Wow.
was, I mean, and you had it all in your brain. You weren't even really looking at notes there.
Hi, Jim. It's just there, man.
I also looked up coconut seeds, and yeah,
They're about the size of a backpack.
and shaped very interesting.
That's what I was about to say. I wasn't going to bring that up.
It's an odd looking.
Yeah,
It's an
That's a
odd looking
well
shape. Yeah,
said.
y'all
They're not
Google
round
Coco de
or
Mer.
even oval. They're very bulbous looking. I mean,
That's a
they're-
word.
They are, but that was great.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And Rowan, thanks for watching, buddy. It was good to see you the other day. And your
Yes.
grandmother, Dina. So
Well, speaking of Rowan, we did get a question from Rowan this morning. Rowan
Well.
asked, I have a couple plants that I need to move into bigger pots. How can I do that without hurting the plant?
Caroline, tell him, man, you're the repot queen.
It's pretty easy to repot. You're going to want to size up. If we're talking house plants here, which I imagine you are if you're repotting this time of year, you're going to want to size up like 2 inches in diameter, and that's across the top of the pot. So go ahead and pick your pot, Rowan, have it ready, have some soil in the bottom so you can get that line right to the top of that pot. We don't want to put that soil up against the stem of the plants on the bottom. And then you're just going to pull that plant out of the pot very gently. Sometimes I'll put it on its side and roll it to get it out if it's really root bound. And then check the roots. If they're very, very root bound, just growing around each other, you're going to want to loosen them up. You can take a knife to it, which can be kind of fun, but be very careful. You won't hurt the plant. It won't kill it. I cut the roots on mine often, or I'll just prune my roots back if I want to put it into a smaller pot, which is something you can do. But just work those roots in a little bit, stick it in its pot, pack soil around it, water it, and then put it back in its spot. That's really all you need to do.
You know what the plants he has, 2 plants, he's got a begonia and he's got a purple shamrock.
Rowan, those are 2 of my favorites.
I know, and honestly,
Absolutely.
those 2 are, for a lot of people, not the easiest on the planet to grow. And Rowan's had those since last year, and I asked him, he said, they're still doing good. So, Rowan, you're doing something right, buddy.
You
Rowan,
find
send
a
us
happy
pictures.
spot for that oxalis, and you're going to be,
Yeah.
buddy.
He says it still looks good. So, move them up, Rowan. Get them growing, baby.
And let us know how it goes, Rowan.
Rowan.
Growing, Rowan.
There it is.
Hey, someone's got a new nickname.
Rowing.
Yep.
All right, and then we
Keep
got a
that
live
doggy
question in
rolling.
from Joan. Joan says,
Hey,
Happy
Joan.
New Year. I have acquired an old farmhouse. That sounds amazing. And the shrubs are overgrown and are at least 8 foot tall. What's the best approach to take these down? Will hooking a chain to a tractor and pull them out damage the foundation? And then she sent a follow-up that says, instead of pulling them out, maybe just use the chainsaw and trim them down to size. Thank you for your help.
We need to know what they are.
Hey, I have an opinion on that one.
Uh-oh.
Briefly, I'm a chain and pull it out kind of guy. I really think that if you're going to go back in there and plant, which obviously that is the plan, you want to get those roots out of the way. If you just take a chainsaw and cut it off, you still have all that to contend with. Now it's a timing thing. While we've got good soil moisture, and based on our precipitation for the last year, where we had 60 inches of rain here at the nursery, 55 officially at the airport, so still a lot of rain. Pretty much no matter wherever you are, you don't want to do it when it's excessively dry. Now, it's maybe good to let the soil get dry on top so you don't rut the yard up.
Yep.
But if you have a large truck or a tractor to pull those out with, I have seen if you don't have enough horsepower, you might need to get in there and dig around it a little bit. But generally speaking, the machine will pull it right out. It'll make light work out of a difficult job, and then you can just pull it out. Don't drag it across the yard before you knock all the dirt off of the root system. And I don't know how many thousands of shrubs I've pulled out of the ground over the years, from hollies to junipers to yews to all kinds of things that have gotten overgrown. It's a good way to do it, but you could chainsaw it off, but you still have all that to contend with after the fact. So I would consider using that. Austin, do you have a different view by chance?
Not necessarily different. No, I think that's fine if you just kind of want to restart and get rid of them. I think it would be helpful to kind of know what we're pulling, because there are some things that you could certainly chainsaw to the dirt that are going to come back in the spring if you would want to like keep them. You know, there's some things that don't trim that hard. When you trim that hard on some things, they don't respond well to that. Like yews come to mind. They if you trim them, if that's what they are. Joan, send us a picture. I'd like to see at least these 8-foot shrubs, see what they are. I mean, and then we'll go from there. But either way, pull them out, restart, or cut them back and see what happens.
Kind of need to know what kind of foundation you've got too. If you've got a stacked stone foundation on an old farmhouse, okay, you might have some roots that are snuck in between some of that stuff. But,
Very possible.
And one little pro tip: when you're if you use a chain, wrap the chain around twice.
Yep.
Don't just do it once and try to hook it. Do it 2 times and then hook it. That way it cinches up really tight so that as you're pulling it out, it doesn't just slip off and strip the branches.
and don't stand between the tractor and the bush.
Do not, under any circumstances,
do not stand
stay
in
clear
that plane.
either side of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's and take your time. It's
Yep.
you may need to give it a few tugs to see how much resistance it's going to give you. Don't it didn't have to be pulled out in one tug, but if it's a smaller thing, certainly it'll do that rather easily. But even an 8-foot juniper, they don't have that much root system, so they typically will come out pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I want to see these photos.
Yep, send it in, Joan.
All right, we got an email from Andrea. Andrea says, I have a stream in my backyard. I like to build a wildflower garden on the other side of the stream. That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That side is presently privet and hackberry.
Gross.
I'm
sorry for you.
first.
Do you have recommendations for a garden bridge that can handle a wheelbarrow, etc.? Can wood hold up in our climate?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, certainly. Yeah, wood's the way to go for that. Josh, you know
why
all
don't
about
you
this.
take that
Yeah.
one?
Well, keep in mind that when you're doing the structure, that the posts almost anywhere you buy them are ground contact wood.
Yeah.
If you're going to use pressure treated, you could use cedar if you've got it available. I've seen some beautiful stuff from naturally harvested poles. Now, how big's the wheelbarrow?
The reason they use cedar for fence posts.
That's right.
Yep, and but just make sure you've got enough support on the joists that go between the spans that you're going to try to do it with. But yes, absolutely, you could do pressure treated wood without any problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2x10 band, 2x8 joist hangers, maybe a little blocking.
Yeah,
let it roll.
Oh yeah,
but that stream could turn into a raging river too. So put those posts in the ground with concrete.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, make something beautiful.
Yeah, don't do it.
Make something real nice.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo's actually building some bridges these days. Buffaloes are good old friends.
There's not much Buffalo can't build.
No.
He seems to be adept at a wide variety of skills.
Yep, on Del Thomas Road in Smyrna, Tennessee, my hometown.
Not the least of which is concrete.
We've seen some things, and I've watched this road because I pass through there nearly daily. Some of the bridges that were put across a creek that was there. You keep in mind that it's gonna age, and you're gonna have those days where that stream is gonna get up, and it's gonna be like Austin's front yard.
Yeah.
You want to put a bridge across your ditch across the front yard?
That's great. Thanks for that, Josh.
That's okay. I mean,
We're getting
you get the good with the bad
as we approach the rainy season.
Yeah, but wheelbarrow, you'll be okay.
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
You can't push it if it's too heavy to go across it. So
yeah,
or too high.
Good
in
point.
The middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Additional support for Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery, a 4th-generation garden center located in Nashville, Tennessee, offering the widest selection of plants and gardening supplies, from large trees to houseplants and seeds to soil. Their knowledgeable staff will assist you with all your gardening needs. Open year-round, minutes from the heart of Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. Browse their selection online anytime at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
But we got quite a few photos in, so let's go ahead and get to those. So we're going to start
Let's do
with
it.
Colin.
Hey, Call.
Colin says, Happy New Year, Geo fam. Check out this incredible tree we found in Clearwater, Florida.
Hey.
It uprooted and then kept growing. Nature is so cool. And then he says, Toodles. P.S. I've got some beautiful pics of the cypress swamp. I'll send y'all shortly. P.P.S. Austin is the GOAT of all time.
That's a live oak, isn't it?
Thanks, Call. I can't tell what that is really, but it's beautiful and
Yeah, it
cool.
is.
And
Yeah,
like you
that's
said, it just
amazing.
laid over and then decided I'm going to get back up.
I'm going to keep on going.
Florida
Beautiful.
tree.
Beautiful picture.
Yeah, I love that. And then our next one comes from Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Greg sent in a photo of his tea olive. He said, Are these leaves turning brown because of the cold or a pest or something else?
Oh, good question. Tea olive is it can be very cold sensitive here. Okay.
Yes.
So that looks like it's mostly topmost growth where most of the damage is going to occur first if we do get pretty chilly, which we have gotten pretty chilly. Let's be honest. So like less than 15, tea olive isn't all that happy, but I will say that the damage is pretty minimal. You know, I've got a couple camellias at the house that almost have that exact same look to them on just a few leaves though. Nothing like just crazy. So you're doing fine. If you hate those leaves, pull them off, and it's going to re-crack in the spring for you. I'm confident with that. So just kind of get rid of that damage a little bit, but you'll be all right. It's definitely not fungal. It's not bugs. So
Yeah, mine looks a little bit like that right now, too.
it's tea olive.
It is tea olive. And then Jude has sent our next email in. Jude says, Good morning, everyone. And I think this is the first email we've received from you. I would really like to thank Tyler for all his recommendations when I was in last Saturday searching for a specific size planter. I promised I would send a picture of the completed project. My future daughter-in-law cannot grow a plant of any kind, so I decided to make a stained glass monstera for Christmas. That is stunning. This one she can't kill. Thank you for all you do. It is greatly appreciated. Happy New Year. I moved this into the shed during the recent coldest weather for a few days and back out when it warmed up.
How does somebody just make something like that? That's
I don't-
phenomenal.
I don't know.
That is amazing.
I mean, seriously, it's beautiful. And I see the two little mushrooms down at the bottom. They came from here.
Yes.
We saw those little mushrooms.
She had those in her hand, and she was like, "I'm trying to find a pot." And that's when I found her in the middle of this project, which is incredible. I saw the photo of one of the leaves, and I was like, "Please, you have to share this."
I tell you what, our listeners have so much creativity. Like, it's unreal. Y'all keep sending pictures like this because this is just truly stunning. Like, I love that. And I just love the,
I don't
the
know
creativity.
how do you do that?
I don't know.
I also love that it's tongue in cheek. Like, she can't grow a plant, so you made this beautiful work of art for her to tend.
Yeah, for forever.
Yeah, it's so dear,
Seriously
so
cool.
sweet.
So creative. Yeah.
Amazing.
Wait, yeah.
That
Bravo,
is-
Jude.
That is gorgeous. When I opened that email, I remember being like, oh, wow. So nice. All right. So we've got a live question in from Mark about wisteria. Mark says, What's the best approach to pruning my 4-year-old wisteria? It's on a canopy.
Do it now. Do it often.
Well, the thing is, Josh, I mean, at least in my brain, like for this spring, maybe we let it be until it blooms, and then right when it's done, let's give that thing a severe cut because you might be lessening the blooms, for the spring if we really give it a hard cut now. So I'd say now, if you're okay with losing some blooms, you can certainly get it back in check now.
It's
but I
only
would say
4 years old. Probably not going to have any bloom.
it may not.
Yeah.
It may not. But if you cut it heavily, it's definitely not.
No.
So maybe we could just wait at least until spring, see if it blooms for you. Great, it's
And
going to be
reinforce
beautiful.
the canopy.
Yeah, and then after it's done blooming, let's give that thing a hard cut because you kind of have to with wisteria. It's a growing machine. It's a champ. Josh, you know.
Oh my word! I pulled 2 out from my house 15 years ago.
Yes.
We're still pulling them out. I mean, they just it's the gift that keeps on giving. So they're very tough, very resilient, and they're slow to bloom. So yeah, I'm like Austin. I would, if you got limbs that are bothering you, cut
Get rid of
them off. But I wouldn't cut them back hard.
Don't let
You
them
never know,
wrap.
this
Don't
might
let
be-
them wrap too much either.
Wait for it. for a
Crushed
little bit.
down pipes, wrought iron.
Yeah,
bars.
don't stand in one spot for too long because you might get wrapped up in them.
Yep.
Ooh,
It could.
And it's my absolute
happen.
favorite flower.
it's so
Absolute-
pretty.
and smells so good.
Yeah, there's not
You
much better.
had a rather impressive stand back on a home prior to where you live now. Did
I
you not,
actually went by that home the other day, and I had planted it to grow up a trellis on a wrought iron rail on a carport The carport is no longer there. They had to get rid of it because it literally took it. They had to take the cardboard down.
They'll do that.
Yes.
They will do it.
I was getting it. Hey, we got a live question in from Rowan. We got one more.
Rowan.
Says, I'm planning on planting elderberry and saffron, and I'm wondering what the best growing conditions are for that.
Desert.
What's he growing? Sorry, I was looking
Saffron?
at my T-shirt. Elderberry and
Elderberry
saffron.
and
Elderberry,
saffron.
yeah. Rowan elderberry doesn't matter. Plant that at any time. That's kind of weedy around here. Saffron's a little trickier though. I remember Ben.
Shout out Ben Trest.
Shout out
one
Ben
more
Trest
time.
again. He really was into thinking about saffron, but I'm not sure it does all that. I don't know a ton about saffron. I'm not going to lie.
Grows in the desert.
It's a
Does it?
crocus,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's right. It's type of
So
crocus.
it
I
likes-
take it every night.
it likes cool
It
weather.
does help. It does help for sleep.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And
I
makes your
don't take
food
it right
yellow.
off the plants.
It likes cooler weather, Rowan. So this
High
is the
mountains, yeah.
disembodied, now re-embodied voice of Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey, from what I was seeing online, it likes cooler weather. It's usually grown kind of in close to mountainy areas.
Turkey.
Yeah,
Ankara.
in
yeah.
foothills.
Deserty.
So
Oh, yeah,
think,
that's right.
Think like early spring, late winter, early spring. So I don't know if you need to establish it now. You definitely need to order some or.
You get
Yeah.
like 5 little pieces of saffron off each one. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's so expensive.
expensive,
It's a
right?
little
It
treat.
is. Hey, and we got one more live question. What ground cover can I plant on a steep slope to prevent erosion? Full sun location. I have apple trees and was told juniper shouldn't be used since it causes cedar apple rust. Is
Or-
that true?
This Contoniaster
That is true.
looks. This one right here might be a good option for.
I was going to say that while Caroline was going on the tour earlier. Like Cotoneaster is like a perfect application for a hillside, the same way juniper is. But you do have apple trees, so we do want to avoid juniper as much as we can. So hey, Cotoneaster, why not? I mean, it's an evergreen plant that spreads across the ground, extremely drought resistant, got beautiful white blooms in the spring, followed by persistent red berries in the wintertime.
So cute.
I mean, you can't beat it. Try Cotoneaster, all
Can't
right?
miss.
Mhm. The birds might eat those
Show
instead
off
of
that
your
shirt.
apples too.
Joyce, it's for you. It's on, man.
You have to stand up because you're right behind. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
can't stand up.
And
I
he
don't know.
still
That
has his
size looks
sleeves.
pretty good on you.
It does with the
It's
hoodie and
over
everything.
top of a hoodie. I'm not a 2X, people. Or a 1X. Not even a 1X. I'm just
Larry.
a large.
Use it for Larry.
Okay.
Well, now everybody knows your shirt size, so maybe you'll get more shirts.
You can wear
my
your
top
doubled
layer.
up tank tops and then throw that on when it gets a little chilly out.
That's what I'll do.
There you
That's
go.
what I'll do. Thanks, Joyce. This is
Alrighty,
sweet.
folks. Music means it's time to go again already. The first edition of Gardening Inside Out for 2026 is coming to a close. Hey, folks, we love you. We love that you tune in to us. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your neighbors, wake the dog. Get everybody out there to let us know that we're here. So that's old David Letterman. I stole
I love it.
man. Okay.
Still, wake
Folks,
the dog.
We'll see you right here from the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. See you then.
Thank you for listening to Gardening Inside Out. It's hard to believe we're into our 3rd year as a podcast, and we love hearing from you as we learn who our listeners are and what y'all enjoy about it. If you love the show, we greatly appreciate any likes, follows, shares, or word of mouth recommendations. If you've already done so, thank you for your support. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so send us a text with the fan mail feature or email gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Happy gardening and see you next week.